Last week on MasterChef Australia.
Welcome to Hong Kong.
An epic adventure pushed our chefs to the limit.
Today, we're sending you out, down there into the Dragon's Den.
They cooked for world-renowned chefs and against some familiar faces. But for Justine, elimination.
Going out on a stir fry.
Tonight, the final four get back to action.
The countdown to the finals has well and truly begun.
First, some mystery ingredients get them thinking outside of the box.
Whoever wins this challenge is going to be a genius.
Plus, there's a romantic twist to the invention test.
I can't think of a less romantic environment than the MasterChef kitchen, to be perfectly honest.
There can only be one MasterChef. They will get the chance to work in Australia's top restaurants, publish their own cookbook, and win $100,000.
Hong Kong's seem a distant memory now. It's a strange feeling because it's been a long time now since I've left my life in Adelaide. I came into the competition to change career path, to be a chef. Hong Kong does seem a distant memory now, and it's back to the grind of the MasterChef kitchen.
It's been quite a long time now since I left home and left work to come and embark on this journey. It's getting closer to the end.
Before coming into MasterChef, I was a call centre manager.
Home for the next 5 days, right? So if you need me for anything, just email me, call.
Where my real passion lies is food. After this competition, I want to pursue this until I can be successful in this industry.
A couple of months ago, I was a beer merchant. Today, I'm getting up to go into a kitchen to cook. It's a bit strange now. There's only 4 of us in the house. The pressure is enormous every single day. The threat of elimination's constantly on your shoulders. My old life, it was a hell of a lot cruisier.
Hello everyone. Well, it's the start of a brand new week and the countdown to the finals has well and truly begun. The pressure is on to impress the judges with every test you face. And today it's no different. It's all about the Mystery Box Challenge.
If you win today's Mystery Box Challenge, you get to pick the core ingredient in today's other challenge, the invention test.
You may lift the lids on your boxes now. So in your mystery box today, you have pita pockets, tomato passat, capsicums,
Beef mince. Wonderful.
spring onions, baby cos lettuce, vintage tasty cheese, fresh lasagna sheets, Campbell's chicken stock, and of course, Greek yogurt.
Looks like something that you would purchase down at your local supermarket on your way home from work at 10 o'clock at night.
Underneath your bench, you have some cooking basics.
Eggs, butter, cumin, chili flakes and soy sauce.
What we're asking you to do is take it from those ingredients that you find in your cupboard at home and produce a restaurant dish. That is the challenge here.
Let's face it, whoever wins this challenge is going to be a genius.
Anthony Mundine, Cassius Clay, Sugar Ray Leonard. That's not the sort of boxing I like. This is the sort of boxing that I like. Bring us something that doesn't impress us and we'll take note of it. And potentially, that could cost the zoo the competition.
You have 30 minutes. Good luck.
My strike rate with the mystery boxes is really, really good. I think I've won 5 or 6, maybe, something like that, so I'm pretty confident with them.
Chris.
How you going?
What's going on?
I'm going to make some beef kebabs, serve them in lettuce leaves with a garlic and spring onion raita, which is basically a garlicky, yogurty kind of dip.
How many kebabs are you making? 15, 20?
I'm going to make 3.
Right, OK. So they're going to be huge then, aren't they? Because
there we go.
OK, Chris, good luck.
Thanks. Normally when I make kebabs like this, I roll them into a bit smaller sausage kind of shape than I have done. The reason I'd made them so big today is because I actually wanted to sit them in the Coles lettuce leaves. I should have considered that a little more because they ended up not looking so good.
Andre, what you got cooking?
I'm actually doing a beef mince cannelloni with a salsa, and then I'll finish it with a capsicum puree.
I've always wanted to win a mystery box, and I nearly did way back at the Snapper Challenge, but unfortunately there were bones in the fish that I served up to Gary. After that, I've just cruised through the middle of the competition so much that I've forgotten about winning or possibly winning.
Are you worried about that getting too dry?
No, because I'm about to put a little bit of salsa in it to keep it moist. Yep.
Let's hope you get it finished in time.
Good luck.
Thanks.
You give me beef and tomato sauce and pasta. I'm going to make a home-style dish.
Julie, you making meatballs?
I am.
Oh, I love meatballs.
Do you?
Yeah, one of my favourites, meatballs.
Oh, good.
What do you got in there?
Garlic, spring onion, salt, pepper. I'm going to pan fry them and then I'm going to make a roasted capsicum, roasted garlic and tomato sauce.
And I'm going to chop the lasagna sheets into a pappardelle pasta.
You worrying about that getting a bit dry, these meatballs?
No, because I'll pan fry them and then when I've made the sauce, I'll put it through that and I'll
soak up all the
some of
sauce.
that.
We will see.
Good luck.
Thank you.
You've got 15 minutes to go, contestants. Not long at all, so let's push it along. And I hope all those little ideas, all those dishes are coming together.
Wow, that smell of the capsicum, I love that smell. It's actually, if you get a little bowl of water, it's actually easier to just take it off rather than making a mess.
I'll do that. The dish that I'm making, which is beef koftas, not lamb koftas, but these beef koftas, with a roasted capsicum salsa.
Look, the important part about a kofta is that it should have a lot of sort of spicy flavour.
You worried about it being dry? Just grilling it?
Shouldn't be, because it's going to be on there not for too long.
OK. Still pink in the middle or not?
Yeah, a little bit pink in the middle.
Not too much?
Not too much.
The only risk is that if you undercook the meat or overcook the meat.
Good luck. Right. Cheers.
You got less than 5 minutes to go. Let's watch that clock, yeah?
You've got 1 minute to go. You should be plating up your dish right now.
I actually take a moment to step back and look at what I've done.
Time's up.
Your 30 minutes are up in today's Mystery Box Challenge. The judges will now taste your meals.
The winner gets the opportunity to pick some core ingredients for our invention test, so it does give you the edge against the other guys.
Chris, you're up first. Please bring your dish to the judges.
I don't think I've got a hope in hell of winning this one. I kind of put poo on a plate, and that's not going to win. It doesn't look so appetising.
Spicy kebabs, the raita, and crispy pita bread.
For me, this is, it's a little bit pedestrian. You know, it looks very clumsy. They're not appealing, let's be quite honest. You know, they're dry. That's got way too much garlic that it's actually, it's quite burny. Yep. It's not one of your best, that's for sure.
Yeah, I think George expected a lot more from me. I dropped the ball on this one.
Andre, you're up next.
I'd be really happy if I won this challenge today. I haven't won a mystery box before, I nearly have, but it'd be a really good time in the competition to start succeeding.
It's beef cannelloni with a capsicum cream salsa.
You had a half an hour and you really pushed yourself, which was nice to see. You made the capsicum sauce, which I really like. It's got this really nice fresh capsicum flavour, sweet. You've extracted good colour out of it. It's nice and vibrant and fresh. It's a dish that in a half an hour, you've done a really good job, Andre.
I was really happy with the recognition that I got from George, because I did push myself. I had half an hour. I did a decent job of a tasty dish.
Julie, please bring your dish forward.
I wonder what they'll think of my big trucker-sized meal.
It's just meatballs in a roasted capsicum and garlic tomato sauce.
You've wrung a wonderful, rich, complex, oily selection of flavours out of the capsicum and out of the tomato, which is absolutely delicious. And meatballs and pasta, great combination. They're just a little bit dry.
I'm glad that they enjoyed it. It's a shame that the meatballs aren't good, but I'm not disappointed by the comments. I was expecting them.
Having heard the comments of the other three contestants before me, look, I'm hopeful that I have a chance of winning this mystery box. But it's always a nervous time walking up to those judges. You don't know how they're going to tear your dish apart.
A beef kofta with a char-grilled capsicum salsa and a cumin-spiced yoghurt.
Let's see how it tastes. Right, I love the presentation, but they are raw. I can't do it. I just can't. I can't eat raw mince.
That's not acceptable.
You know, if I'm sitting in a restaurant, that's coming straight back to you. That's basically uncooked. That's not even rare.
No matter how good the dish looks, no matter how all the other component parts come together, whether the yoghurt's nice, whether the roasted capsicum's nice, if those koftas aren't cooked, they go back to the kitchen.
The winner of today's mystery box is Andre.
Well done, mate.
Very relieved, very stoked that I've finally won a mystery box.
You get this big advantage. You get to go into the pantry and choose the core ingredients that you'll be using in the invention test.
So everyone will be playing under my rules.
The theme for this week's invention test is romance.
I wouldn't consider myself to be a romantic by any stretch of the imagination.
I like it.
I think that having a theme of romance probably suits me better than it suits someone like, say, Chris. I think I'm possibly a bit more of a romantic spirit than him.
I always wait to maybe the third or fourth date to cook for the girl, at which case I then cook and it's game over.
Andre, as the winner of today's Mystery Box Challenge, you get to head into the pantry first, where you will find 3 core ingredients. You can choose 1, 2, or all 3 of those core ingredients.
There's some changes to the invention test. It's a however many course meal we want it to be. I think that's terrific. That makes things really interesting.
Andre, romance is the theme. Now, you can think about that any way you want, whether it's cooking for a partner or picturing yourself in your restaurant cooking on Valentine's Day. So remember, whatever you pick, whether you pick 1, 2, or 3 of these core ingredients, everybody else has to use the same ingredients.
first one is... Balmain bugs.
Nice. Recipes flood through my head. I can definitely use this ingredient.
Would that seduce you gentlemen?
The tail meat is beautiful, lovely and sweet, and better than lobster, I think.
Yeah, but overcook it, it's like a bad date.
You want to get out of there.
The second core ingredient? Strawberries.
Ooh. Second ingredient of strawberries is uncovered. I have terrible memories of the strawberry risotto episode.
Because I like you, Andre. I've swallowed it.
It's horrible.
If I can attack the strawberries with a different angle today, I'd be really, really happy.
The final core ingredient is oysters.
Of course it's oysters. That's one of the first things I thought when I heard that today's invention test was romance.
Andre, choose 1, 2, or all 3 of those ingredients. You've got to decide what menu you're going to do.
If I choose 2 ingredients today, well, it's still not pushing the envelope. I think at this point in the competition, we all can do better than 2 ingredients.
What are you going to do? What are you going to pick? What core ingredients are you going to pick first?
All 3.
You've got 90 minutes. You can do as many courses as you like.
At this stage of the competition, it's important to be ambitious.
You've got 5 minutes in the pantry to choose 25 other ingredients to match these 3 that you've chosen.
I've just got to pump it, I've just got to do it really well and make sure everything's spot on. Having that extension of time in the pantry is excellent. I'd make my way around the room methodically and choose the ingredients that I need.
Eggs, flour.
And your time's up.
Andre, let's reveal your choices to the others.
I've got a fair bit of leeway over everyone else by choosing the core ingredient. I'm going to try my hardest to see a victory today.
Oh, I'm a bit nervous. I'm always nervous until I know what we're faced with.
Andre, show us.
I chose all 3.
Ooh. Andre reveals that he's chosen all 3 ingredients, the oysters, the strawberries and the Balmain bugs. I think it's great, actually. It'll really showcase all of our abilities. It'll probably push us to cook 3 courses in the 90 minutes.
I haven't actually handled Balmain bugs before, but hey, they're a shellfish. How hard can it be?
Chris, Julie and Sam, you will now have 3 minutes to head into the pantry and choose an additional 25 ingredients to go with the strawberries, the oysters and the Balmain bugs. Your 3 minutes starts now.
Let's go.
3 minutes may seem like a long enough amount of time, but when you're choosing 25 different ingredients, it's not that long. I got a bit lost and a little bit frazzled about the abundance of choice. What are you looking for?
The herbs.
One of the ingredients I had the option for was champagne, and I thought, got to grab that straight away. It's a classic, you know, start off any romantic meal with a beautiful glass of champagne.
I actually won my husband's heart with my lasagna, so I think I'll do a nice creamy, rich pasta dish.
You have 3 beautiful core ingredients, those bugs, the strawberries, the oysters. You have 90 minutes to prepare your meals.
And your time starts now.
The theme is romance. Andre has chosen all 3 ingredients, the oysters, the strawberries and the Balmain bugs.
I can't think of a less romantic environment than the MasterChef kitchen, to be perfectly honest.
You have 90 minutes to prepare your meals.
And your time starts now.
My husband Mick, of 14 and a half years, will absolutely be my inspiration.
Definitely the most romantic meal I've ever had was the night I proposed to my now wife, Circle.
My most romantic meal, well, that's just for me to know and the person I shared it with to remember.
I don't know if I'm the kind of person that ever makes romantic meals, so I really have to go and think about what the average person would want as opposed to the kind of weird things that I might want to put on a plate.
Andre, is love in the air?
Could be. I'm doing a Mediterranean breaded oyster. The main will be a mixture of loose polenta and loose semolina, so not too soupy, but just quite silky, with a Balmain bug bisque and Balmains on top.
For dessert, I'm doing a sweet ricotta, strawberry and dark chocolate crepe, so it'll be like a little package.
I think Italian food is pretty sexy if it's done right. So if I today do some tasty, gentle food, it would have to be seen as pretty sexy. I think that I'm definitely being ambitious today. Possibly too ambitious with the timing.
The pressure of doing 3 dishes in a 90-minute time frame is a little stressful. Entree would just be a little tasting plate of 3 different kinds of oysters. Okay. Main's going to be bugs with Asian flavours and greens cooked in a bag, and dessert is going to be a strawberry souffle with chocolate and strawberry cones.
You have less than 1 hour to go.
I've pretty much got my main sorted out, the bugs are in, I've made the seasoning for the oysters, and I've really got to get cracking on dessert. The souffle is the big thing for me. My dessert revolves around it. I've never made one from scratch myself before, so that's my major concern, is to not screw that up.
I've cooked many a romantic dinner, so I think I know, what sort of meals are appealing when the candles are on and the music is low.
The oysters I'm doing with Thai flavours because I went to Thailand on my honeymoon, and it's very romantic. Main's going to be like an angel hair pasta with leek and fennel and pan-seared bugs in a white wine and cream sauce. And dessert's going to be a strawberries and cream tart glazed with homemade strawberry jam.
That sounds nice.
I've got a lot of processes. I'm making pasta.
I'd never made pasta by hand before I came on this competition. I am pushing myself. If you can't push yourself at this stage, well, it's time to go home, I suppose.
Contestants, you got 45 minutes to go. Yes, that's right. You're halfway through.
I've done all the prep work for my entree and most of my prep for the main. The oysters, and they're going to be served with a tomato tea as well as a mushroom crostini.
Okay, sounds nice.
And the main course, keeping it really fresh, we're going to have the bugs are going to be served on an avocado and watercress salad with an Asian-inspired dressing.
Okay, so you're doing a cold second course, a cold main course?
Yeah, sort of cold. I'll cook the bugs, right, but they are cold. That's correct. I've eaten plenty of cold main courses. It's summery. I mean, you think about, a romantic vacation where you go away and you eat something on the beach. You're not going to get stuck into a big, slow braise. The dessert is a strawberry and cream mille-feuille.
Okay, beautiful. So, who are you cooking for? Your wife, I presume?
Yeah, I dare say that's the best person to cook for today.
Yeah? You got married and you came away to this competition. You didn't spend any time together, did you?
No, we didn't get to spend any time together at all. It was literally the day I got married, I was whisked away into the MasterChef house and I've been here ever since. It's something I would cook for her at home that would hopefully give her comfort and make her feel all lovey-dovey inside. Oh, don't show that.
What do you think about their food, Andre, first of all?
The main course is where it all could go wrong. If that polenta comes out and it's dry and slodgy, ugh.
And what about Julie?
She's going to do... The oysters don't really... It's just that sort of, OK, I can't think of anything, so let me just put some Asian flavours together and whack them into an oyster. Yeah. There's no real thought process there.
The thing she's got on her side, I think, she loves her husband, she loves her boys, and I think, when we ask people to cook from the heart, she's the one that really does embrace that. Sammy at the end there, and he's doing a nice little stack of avocado and bug, and he's doing a mille-feuille of strawberries.
His main course is cold, Gary.
Yeah.
Do you not want a bit of warmth?
Yeah, absolutely.
When you go out for dinner?
Absolutely.
A bit of romance, a bit of warmth? I don't know.
Chris has gone to town. He's got oysters 3 ways to start. He's doing his bugs in a bag, like we did on Papillon. Beautiful. And also he's doing a souffle, George, as dessert.
Risky, but, it's a menu that I'd like to eat, but can he pull off that souffle? That's what I'm worried about.
You can make a souffle with a puree, that's not a problem, but sometimes you need something just to bind it, just to put a bit of body into the souffle, otherwise it goes up and then it goes down. You've got half an hour to go now.
You should be thinking about adding that little bit of love to the dish. before you plate it up?
I've actually got to get a move on. This is puff pastry for my dessert. Hopefully it'll puff down a little bit, which I'm sure it will.
This is cooking, the bisque is on. I've got to fry the bugs off for the top of the polenta. I've got to roll the crepes, make the crepes. Yeah, fair bit to do, actually.
I bread the oyster by taking the oyster out of the shell and then taking the breaded mixture and just putting it on top and making a little mound on top of the oyster and putting it under the grill for no longer than 20 to 30 seconds.
Andre? Yep. Time's ticking now.
Yeah, waiting for the grill to heat up because I want it really hot when I put the
oysters?
For the oysters in. The mixture for the crepe is in the fridge. And so...
Ooh, blimey, you're pushing it, aren't you? Don't leave this too late.
Gary and George always poke and prod at me when they come past.
You better go, Andre. You better go, mate.
Good luck.
Thanks. I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm after, and I don't think they can set me off the game today. Why is this happening to me? I don't need this right now.
That's a disaster, isn't it?
This is quite disastrous if I've got the flavour of that smoke into the oysters. And I spot 3 in the middle and I go, you're the ones I'm going to take. And I'm thinking, I don't need this right now. Gary and George are watching me struggle, so I feel the pressure so much.
Chris, you got 15 minutes to go.
I'm quite stressed because my soufflés are not in the oven yet.
Just about to pop my soufflés in the oven and...
Because they'll take what? They'll take 15 minutes to cook and you've got 15 minutes to go.
Yeah, that's what I'm on to.
Right.
The question is, will the soufflé work?
Well, that is the million-dollar question, isn't it?
So it's going to come right down to the wire.
OK, Chris, keep going.
Thanks, guys.
Julie, how are you feeling?
Entree and desserts are just ready to assemble, and yeah, just going to make the sauce and assemble this. So,
do you like working in the mess?
Honestly, I was organised until 2 seconds ago.
That's what they all say, isn't it, George? Huh?
Oh, Jules.
Tarts are on the way.
Yep, just got to be assembled.
Just got to assemble them. So you should be ready in time.
Should be.
OK, fingers crossed for you, Julie. Sam, in your final minutes, how are you going?
Yeah, I'm hoping I'm going to get it all done on time.
Yep, so you got a little crostini of mushrooms?
Mushroom crostinis. You've got the bugs. They've been finished off in the fry pan.
OK.
With a little bit of sesame oil. They'll go on top of the salad, which you'll see right at the end.
OK.
And then I'll assemble the mille-feuille soon. I'm just not sure about the plating up yet, so that's what I'm trying to work out. And you're also going to have the oysters on this plate, so a bit of an entree.
You want to make sure you know what you're going to do, no?
Yeah.
Let's hope you figure out how to do that dish then, eh?
Yeah.
You've got 5 minutes to go.
Question is, have they bitten off more than they can chew? 3 courses each. They're all sticking to their guns. Have they got time? Good
Andre?
smells. Look, Andre. He's putting his oysters on the paper. A lot of effort, really, for such a really, really simple dish. I'm not sure he's going to be ready in time. What do you think of Chris?
That soufflé is really worrying me, Gary. Is it going to rise or is it just going to flop?
Yeah.
Julie?
She's sweating. There's mess all over the bench.
Amongst all the mess, but that tagliatelle looks absolutely beautiful.
Good. She's done a good job on that.
Good job.
Now, what about Sam at the back there?
He's a little
his crostini.
He's just unsure about how he's going to play that. I don't know what he's going to do.
Yep.
Who knows?
You have 1 minute to go.
The time is ticking down and I'm freaking out.
You're really down to the wire. Things need to be on their plates.
I still haven't got my salad on my plate, so I need every single second.
It's just down to organising the plating now and getting that all sorted out.
Plating up's absolutely down to the wire. I've whacked strawberries on that tart any old way.
This is not going well. I've got not much time here to complete the dessert.
You have 10 seconds.
I've got 10 seconds to go.
9. 8.
I rip this crepe out of the fry pan,
7.
whack it on the bench, fill it full of the ricotta
6.
mix.
5.
Wrap it, stick
4.
it on my plate. I've got 1 or 2 seconds
3.
left.
2.
Put a little bit of icing sugar on.
1. That's it, guys. Step away from your stoves.
And I've just made it.
It was a huge sense of relief, and I'm standing back with a big smile on my face because I've actually achieved something that I was very, very unsure about.
I'm really pleased with the first 2 dishes I've cooked today. I think they do resemble the romantic theme, and they are 2 dishes I'd be proud to serve up if I was trying to woo someone with my food.
Cooking this romantic dinner today, it brings up a whole lot of emotions that I've had to kind of put in the back seat to do this thing, and I've got a feeling that, yeah, I'm in the bottom again.
And now it's time for judges to let us know what they think.
Andre, would you like to bring your meal up for us to taste?
Sure.
Wheeling my tray to the judges, I thought a bit of tongue-in-cheek I'd throw the rose in my teeth.
The entree is a Mediterranean breaded oyster. The main, loose polenta and semolina with bug bisque. A filled crepe of ricotta, dark chocolate and strawberry.
Andre?
Gary?
You couldn't resist putting that rose in your mouth, could you? The oysters, I'm interested to see if they have a smoky flavour.
It's all about just going hard in the competition now and putting up with the stress.
Hopefully they're okay.
The oysters, I'm interested to see if they have a smoky flavour.
Hopefully they're okay.
Very delicate. Get that nice saltiness of the oyster, the creaminess of the oyster, and then these little toasty, herby crumbs on top. And you just get those little bits of tomato at the end. It's a nice little delicate start to the meal, and it doesn't taste burnt.
Good.
You must have caught them just in time.
I did.
The main meal I'm extremely confident with. It's literally my heart on a plate.
I wasn't convinced when you picked polenta and picked semolina that you were doing the right thing, but it's light and delicate and, you know, and beautiful. It's lovely. Really like that. It's a lovely dish. Only just managed to get that done in time.
Just, that was a worry.
It was a worry, wasn't it? Can't believe you did it, actually. It looks quite pale.
Yeah, I was rushing with that one.
Filling's nice. The pancake's not so good, and I think we knew that that wasn't going to be quite as good as it should be.
Sure thing.
Good effort. I like that. I like it a lot.
Cheers.
There are elements of Greece, elements of Italy, elements of Balmain. Perfect combination. And I have to say that if you serve that to me in a restaurant, I'd be absolutely delighted. I think, after the suckling pig in Hong Kong, and now this, you're on fire, young man. Congratulations. It's what we've been waiting to see from you. 2 in a row. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Winning back-to-back with the mystery box would be so cool, but I'm just relieved that I've cooked up food that I really like and it's been well received.
Julie.
I take the brief really seriously. I try to give them the spirit of what they're asking for. I'm thinking about my beautiful husband.
Oysters, they're natural with a Thai-style dressing. Balmain bugs, pasta and fennel and leek, and a strawberry and creme fraiche tart.
Dressing's nice and sweet. What I would have liked, to be honest, is something that would add texture to it. things like lemongrass and coriander shredded up, or green mango, or something that's going to add some sort of textural depth to the oysters. But it's a nice little dressing, very simple. So now I'm going to try the bugs. You've made an angel hair pasta, and you've cooked that well. It's very soft, which is good actually with that bug meat. Presentation could be better though.
They're happy with the way the main tastes for the most part, but it looks clumsy.
For me, the whole 3 courses in terms of flavour is fine, but it needs elegance.
I know my presentation isn't great, so when they make those comments about it, I understand.
Sam, you're next up.
Oysters with tomato tea and wild mushroom crostini. Bug and watercress salad with an Asian dressing. The dessert, strawberry and vanilla cream milfoy.
Sam.
Gary.
Is it the sort of thing that you would feed to your wife?
Yeah, definitely the first 2 courses.
Well, let's try. So we pop the oyster in here?
Yes.
And then pour the tea on top?
That's right.
And then the crostini?
Yes. You can have the tea with the crostini as well.
I really like the combination between the mushroom crostini and the tomato tea. I think you've nailed a little concept there. It's great.
OK.
So this is your bug main course?
Yes.
I was a bit dubious about the fact that you were serving a cold main course.
Sure.
But you know what? I mean, Valentine's Day is in summer. I think it would work fantastically.
Oh, no. What's that?
It's just a bit of shell.
Oh, lovely. Sorry.
I nearly died, seriously.
Can't believe that.
Unfortunately, that spoilt it for me, that little bit.
I was like, God, Sam, heavens above.
Now the dessert. And what you've got here is just slightly doughy, undercooked. That's the difficulty with puff pastry, is it looks cooked on the outside, but once you open it up, there's that little doughy middle, and that spoils it.
Fair enough.
There's not much point tasting it because it's going to taste like puff pastry.
I think it's the first time Matt has ever refused to taste something.
I feel frustrated because I know that you could have put something spectacular on that plate.
It's not good enough. I think that could see me in a pressure test.
Chris, would you like to bring your dishes up for us to taste?
I'm feeling pretty confident. My dish is probably 9 out of 10 on the romantic scale.
It's oysters 3 ways. Bugs with Asian greens cooked in a paper bag. Strawberry souffle with vanilla cream and a chocolate cone.
But, you know, it's up to those 3 guys, not just me.
Nice idea with the oysters. As you tear that open and you get the steam and the aroma coming out, that's beautiful. Beautiful idea. Bug meat's really delicate, really sweet. It's nicely steamed inside that bag. I'm not sure about the fresh herbs on the side, but it looks a bit strange.
I'd never done it with strawberry souffle before. Look, I just wanted to dig into that souffle and see what it was like. Obviously, I can't because it's not for me.
I think you can't go past a souffle if you're trying to impress somebody. And I love the idea of the piece of chocolate there. I think it's great. I think you've done a fine job. Thank you.
You're taking the customer through a little journey. After every little morsel, there's lots of conversation happening here, and you can see that through your menu. Well done.
Thank you. I've had very, very positive things to say about it, so I'm very happy.
If I were to face a pressure test tomorrow, it would be my 5th. Matt's called me the Eliminator.
Because I've only succeeded in 2 of the 3 components of my meal, I see myself in a pressure test this week.
We come in for the judge's verdict. I feel nervous. It's pretty hard not to be when there's only 4 people and only 1 winner.
Because I've only succeeded in 2 of the 3 components of my meal, I see myself in a pressure test this week.
George, what were the judges' thoughts?
You understood the theme and you brought it to the table. Romance is this thing that it shouldn't just happen one day of the year. It should happen every day of your life. You should always do that in your restaurant, in your cafe. Romance within your food and you'll have happy customers. So well done.
I felt honoured that you cooked like that for us, so thank you very much indeed. In spite of that, and 4 great performances, we can only have 1 winner.
You never know what's going to happen, and you've always got your heart in your mouth when you're about to hear the result.
If I call your name, please step forward. Andre. Chris. Congratulations. You 2 provided the best menus of today, beautiful execution, and incredibly hard to pick you apart.
Being the top 1 or 2 never gets boring. If you can step forward and you know you're leaving elimination behind you, that's the best feeling.
I'm just stoked with that main course that I did, and hopefully the entree and dessert were good enough also.
One of you has won the opportunity to face off against a celebrity chef, and if you win, leapfrog straight into the final week of MasterChef Australia.
I'm thinking through my head about the differences in cuisine that he did and what I did, and I'm quite confident.
The person who cooked the best meal today was Andre.
Finally, I won one. Oh, my God.
The pressure's been building up in me in the competition for so long, and it's so good to finally win.
That is such a release for me. It really is.
I'm wrapped for the guy. He's on a run. He really is.
I wanted to go up against a celebrity chef the whole time, and I'm just going to take it with both my hands.
I think it's about time that he deserved a bit of credit for some of the great dishes he's doing.
Andre, you've come a long way in this competition. We've seen a little bit of your humour start to come out. You've flown under the radar, but no longer.
He's the first person to come in on Mystery Box.
Andre.
And Invention Test Day.
What core ingredients are you going to pick?
All 3.
Andre.
And win both of those challenges.
The mystery curse box has finally been broken.
You should feel pretty chuffed.
Yeah, I am.
Chris, Julie and Sam, normally the worst performers in the invention test go on to face the pressure test tomorrow. But this week, no one is being eliminated.
God. I don't celebrate yet.
Tomorrow, you'll get the chance to cook a meal that shows all of us exactly who you are and what you're all about.
So that's it. What the hell does that mean? You know, are we in a restaurant? Are we cooking for somebody special? You know, it could be anything.
Get a good night's rest. We'll see you then.
Tomorrow night on MasterChef Australia.
Today we get to the guts of what this competition is all about.
Julie, Chris, Sam and Andre cook from the heart.
This is the opportunity you've been asking for.
and put it all on the line to prove their passion.
I don't think we're convinced you ultimately want to make that jump between amateur chef and professional.
I'm not here for the cameras and I'm not here for the hoorah television bullshit.
Plus, later this week, Andre goes head-to-head with the chef in black, Emmanuel Strawband.
Finally, I get my turn to shine.
And all aboard as our chefs cater for the Australian Navy.
So we need to move our butts.
Plus, the competition's about to heat up with the judge's choice.
Do we think that there's anybody that deserves to be back here in the MasterChef kitchen?
Catch up on all the latest news, episodes, interviews and recipes only at masterchef.com.au.